Please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was asked.
Yeah.
I was asked by our producer to talk about something that's called the tolna leaks. Why he's asking me to talk about it, I don't know. That's what he asked me. Now, there's one thing, I'm not a wrestler or chassid at all. But I don't even know what that means, and I think a lot don't know what that means. But one thing I took from the Breslov Rebbe, and I try to be mekayim. I can't say I'm mekayim, but I try to be mekayim. And that's Shalohoya Darko Lisakish Kla Al Shum Dover. I'm not sure if it says those words Al Shum Dover. I have to take a look for it one day and find it inside. Wasn't it derech to be misakish? Even they tell a story, even when he was fasting Shabbos l'Shabbos, which he understood that that's what he had to do. And the Hasidim saw that he got very weak, and they tried to convince him he has to eat. So he didn't say, I know what I'm doing. And there were gadol olam kadosh alien that they talked like that. I know what I'm doing. He didn't say that. And the Kol Tzaddik is Luffy Darko. He said, okay, you think I have to eat? You think I'm so weak I have to eat? So let's shech the chicken and make chicken soup. Till they shechted the chicken, I guess you have to salt it. It doesn't say that in the story, but it definitely takes time, and then you have to, the whole mice. And finally, the chicken soup was ready. So he said, okay, well, let's sing a niggin. They sat over the chicken soup and sang a niggin. By the time they finished the niggin, he felt better already. But to be misakish, to say, no, I know what I'm doing, that's not. And he definitely knew what he was doing. I mean, he definitely was making tremendous tikkunim with his fasting Shabbos l'Shabbos. Who knows? Maybe if not, who knows what would have been if he wouldn't have fasted? Who knows where his Hasidim would have gone if he wouldn't have fasted? Of course, they say who knows where the Klal Yisrael would go. Okay, whatever you want to say, you could say, but yet he understood that to be misakish and say, no, I know what I'm doing. Same thing is over here. The producer asked me to talk about the tolna leaks. I don't want to be misakish yet. It's not a machubatik thing I was thinking. When I was saying it, to talk about leaks, to get involved with somebody else's diary, and talk about what leaked out of it, like to crawl into somebody else's.
Rabbi Caplan.
What?
Do you want to explain a little bit what is the tolna leaks?
Yeah. Now, I don't know this story. I don't know what this story is. What I do know is I have it printed here, and it's right in front of me right now. The tolna leaks seems to be a diary that the Tolna Rebbe wrote. And it's every tenua that he saw by the Pnei Menachem, and a lot from the Beis Yisrael. I think more from the Pnei Menachem. He wrote, which is very good that he did that, and it leaked out. I don't know how it leaked out. There are a lot of parts of it are simply when his grandfather came to visit the Rebbe, like here I'm looking at Yom Beis Aleph the Cholamoid Sukkis, and it doesn't say here the year. It says what the Tolna Rebbe, which his name was Rabbi Yochanan Twersky, I think his name was. I remember him from Beit V'Gam. And so he came to visit the Pnei Menachem. So he just writes. So he he writes that the Tolner said to the Rebbe, I came to be Mekayim Chayvon Makvah Pnei Rabbu Beregel. So then the Rebbe said, no, I have to go to you to be Mekayim that. Then he said, how do you feel? So he said, I need a bracha. And he gave him a bracha. He should be strong. And then he asked him, was Yitzhak Meir, what's his name? Yitzhak Menachem, was he here? Says the last few days he wasn't. And they regular talk. So then he said, the Tolner said, there's Bochum that need a shidduch. They said they'll let their Rebbe, a whole simple, like small, like what you call small talk. That a lot of it is that. I mean, I wouldn't say maybe it's like 20%, 15% of it is that. Okay, but there are a lot of, there's gems, mamish gems there are in this Talmud leaks. And again, I don't know how it leaked. And I don't know who leaked it. I don't know what it is.
Rabbi Kaplan.
What?
I'll just say a word here that when it came out, this was maybe 8, I forget exactly when.
A few years ago,
Yeah, but there was a big thing in the world then called the WikiLeaks.
Yeah. And the same time it was.
That's where they got the name. Aniloto, I think that.
So the WikiLeaks was somebody's name was Snowman or something. Some guy there, and then he had to escape to Russia, and they put him for trial, and he revealed many secrets. Maybe it's all Menashamayim did leaks, and there are leaks. So. And now, so I was thinking, maybe it's a cherem to Rabbeinu Gershom not to read the Talmud leaks, somebody else's private diary. So it could be, but Mitzad Sheni, once it went on the internet, and it's there and it's available, anybody who wants to find it can find it. So it's already it's in public. It's displayed for the public. So he said whoever was the leaker is takaditch lokadin. But once it's leaked, there's nothing. It's like a book would be sitting out in the street open. So you're not allowed to look and read it. Now, I'm saying there are gems in it. And there's also what we would call juicy stories, things that are behemoths, like inner things about what he said on the Belzer and what he said on the what's that name, the Hungarian guy from Katman, what's his name? What do they call him?
Rav Seifer.
Yeah. Well, the lawyer, and what he said on him, and what he said on the Vishnitzer, Menachem Mendel, the Vishnitzer.
Rav Shach, don't forget.
What?
Rav Shach.
And that, and there's all kinds of things that are juicy, which I'll go point. Anybody wants can find it, but I'm not going to say it in public. These things. One thing I do want to say that I see this I see Reb Pinchas Menachem was a great man, was a very big person. I read through I think I read the whole leaks, and I even made checks on the places where things I want to remember.
It's about 495 big pages.
Oh.
In a regular book, it might be 1,000 pages, but it's,
wow.
The way it's printed.
Yeah, I have it here in front of me, but there are numbers on the pages. But I'm saying, there are gems in it. Now, these gems, they leaked. Now, it could be that the Talmud Rebbe of today, Yitzhak Menachem, he would put it out, but he would be orechet. He would, I say orech in English, I don't know. He would,
he wouldn't put it out. What are you talking about?
He would maybe choose pieces and put out. But anyway, it leaked. Now, I was thinking about what to talk, since I don't want to be misakish, and the producer asked me to talk about the Talmud leaks. I was thinking about, where do we find the concept of leaks in the Torah? Do we find such a thing in the Makoros? And I was thinking a little bit, and it came to my mind, the piyut that we say on Yom Kippur about Asar Aruge Malchus. And there's the famous piece in that piyut that they felt that there was going to come a gzeira of Asar Aruge Malchus. And it was Tir Rabbi Shmuel Atzmo. And he said the Shem Besiludim with great fear. He mentioned the Shem HaMefurish. And with saying that he was Ololam Morim, he went up to heaven. And he was Shual Me'eso Ish Levush Habadim, the man dressed in a white robe, a certain Malach.
Rabbi Kaplan.
What?
Just to say a word, if people really want to feel this, they must daven Yom Kippur once by Rav Klotzkin, I believe it is. He's the
in Zichron Moshe Klotzkin, yeah.
Wow.
You really could. I'll tell you the truth. I would go there, but everybody has their butt. But I believe you. But then there's another thing that anybody who is
just tell our listener, Rabbi Kaplan,
mother tongue is English or Yiddish or any language, he should translate things to himself in his mother tongue. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That if you say Tir Rabbi Shmuel Atzmo and you think to yourself, he purified himself, it makes a different impression on you. And I think every once in a while people should translate to themselves pieces of that. I'm talking about every day also. And listen, for your father. You should translate to yourself, and then you would have a different kind of feeling of the words. And there are stories of tzaddikim that they used to translate in Yiddish. Did you ever hear anything like that?
Rabbi Nachman says the thing before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm surprised.
So, anyway, so when we say this, and then it says, and the Ish Levush Habadim said to him, you should be mekabel on yourself, accept the gzeira tzadikim yedidim. Why? Ki sha'amarti me'acharei hapargod. It was leaked to me. Ki bezos atem nilkodim. You're not gonna get out of this.
Oh, that's Rabbi Kaplan. That's the only place it's mentioned acharei hapargod.
Oh, yes.
Besides the book about Rav Steinman, there's such a book they call this.
Me'acharei hapargod. Or belifnei hapargod. Yeah, right. So I was thinking, where do we find in Shas such a lesson that they heard me'acharei hapargod? And I remembered the Gemara in Yuma Ayin Zayin. And the Gemara says that Gabriel the Malach was given coals to throw in the city of Yerushalayim and make a churban. And he held it in his hands for a long time. And it could be the long time means a few years even. And they cooled off, and the churban was smaller because of that. And because Gabriel did it, so the Gemara says, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, and that time they took out Gabriel me'acharei hapargod. He was inside the pargod. He was from the inner circle. They took him out to the acharei hapargod. They threw him out from the inner circle of the heavenly court. And it says, and they gave him malchus. Why did you do that? And they put Dubiel, the Sar of Koras, in his place. And he started ruling, and the Sar of Koras started putting gzeiras. And it says they wanted to make that Jews should have to pay taxes. And they even wrote it in the gzeiras that's going to happen. But then the Sar of Poras, this Malach, asked, he demanded, the Rabban and the Talmid Chomim should also have to pay taxes in the Malchus Poras. So they wrote it and they were ready to sign. So Gabriel called out from Achari Pargon and he said the posik in Tehillim in Shir Malus, Shov lachem ashkimekum, Machrei Sheves, Ochlei lechem ha'atzovim kein yitin liadido sheina.
Rabbi Kaplan, we're taking a break now. Thank you.